Many a time we wish to study. We make elaborate study plan but we can't study, right? We keep procrastinating. We keep putting off studying for a later time and that later time never comes. We convince ourselves with some excuse or reason for the procrastination. Why does it happen? It happens because there is no motivations to study. We are not motivated enough. In this video, I am going to show you how you can study effectively even when you don't feel like studying. My name is Aravind and this channel is all about helping you learn faster. If you are interested in learning and improve your memory power, then consider subscribing this channel and click the bell notification. My first tip, eat your frog. Yes, you heard it right. Eat your frog. Mark Twain once said, if it is your job to eat a frog, it is best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it is your job to eat two frogs, it is best to eat the biggest one first. In our day-to-day life, we have some tasks on our to-do list, but we have absolutely no motivation to do. In this case, it is studying. Mark Twain refers to this task as the frog. Eating the frog means to just do it. Otherwise, you will end up procrastinating it the whole day. The result, you are stressed out at the end of the day. Instead, make a decision to study the first thing in the morning and start with the most difficult subject or portion. When you do this, you get the momentum and a sense of accomplishment at the beginning of the day itself. You will be surprised to note that the rest of the day is a cakewalk and you are able to easily finish the entire portion as planned. So start eating your frog and start with the biggest frog. My second tip, get rid of the starting trouble. The second challenge most of us have is the starting trouble. What is this starting trouble? You want to study, but you are just not able to start. You very well know that once you start, you will gain the momentum and finish studying, but still you have great difficulty starting it. So how to handle this problem? I am going to share a very effective tip. Are you ready? First, make a promise to yourself that you will start studying in 5 minutes from now. Set an alarm clock for 5 minutes in your smartphone. Spend the next 5 minutes listening to your favorite song of yours or watching a small comedy clip which doesn't run more than 5 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, when the alarm clock goes off, stop the music and start studying. You will be surprised to find that your mood is changed completely now. You are energized and you are excited to study. The starting trouble has miraculously vanished. This technique might sound simple, but I assure you, it is very effective as I have used numerous times successfully. My third tip, ask yourself, why do I procrastinate? Why am I not able to study right away? Try to find the real reason behind this impulse to put off studying for a later time. Is it because you are lazy or is it because you are not interested in that particular subject? If so, why you are not interested? Is it because you are scared of the subject? If so, what is that scares you? There is always some real hidden reason behind your action. Once the real problem is unearthed, you can work on the solution. So, find the real reason behind your procrastination. I have already created a video on how to overcome laziness. Click the link above or look for the link below in the description. The fourth and the most important tip, which most of the students don't realize, don't be too focused on the result. While studying, just focus on what to study and how to study without thinking about the results. Remember, you can only control the amount of hard work you do or the amount of effort you put in studies, but you have no control over the results. So don't worry about the result. If you are always worried about the result, you will have no motivation to study. Thinking about the result, you become nervous, fearful, and finally you lose interest in the subject. When your interest level is so low, you cannot concentrate. So just focus on what needs to be studied for the day. Once you successfully finish as per the plan, congratulate yourself. Enjoy the process of studying and don't worry much about the mark or the grade you are supposed to achieve. When you are able to focus on studies without ever thinking about the result, you will be able to maintain a high level of motivation. My fifth tip, Never compare. Comparison is a disease. Most of the students are not even aware that they are constantly comparing themselves with their classmates. You waste precious energy focusing on other people instead of focusing on yourself. Comparisons often result in resentment towards others and towards yourself. Comparison deprives you of joy. If you still wish to compare, then compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Did I study better than yesterday? I should do better tomorrow. This should be your comparison. When you do this, you are energized and motivated to do well in studies. My sixth tip, create a motivation board. Why should you study every day? What is the motive behind studying? What is your ambition? What are your goals for future? What do you want to be after graduation? And what will happen if you don't study? Have you ever thought in those lines? Ask these basic questions to yourself. Make note of all that comes up in your mind. Jot down those thoughts in a paper. It can be anything from the things that make you dream your goals or your requirements to lead a fabulous life in future. Make a list of at least 10 points and this will be your motivation board. Whenever you feel you are down and whenever you feel your interest level is low and find it extremely difficult to sit down to study, you can take out this motivation board and look at it. By looking at it, your aspirations and goals, you instantly feel energized and before you realize you are already at your study table. My seventh tip, make studying a daily routine. When an activity becomes a regular affair, it becomes your routine. Generally, routines once formed are difficult to change. Such is the power of routines. If a routine is continued long enough, it becomes a habit. So, how to make studying a habit? Prepare a daily study routine and make sure that you spend a fixed amount of time every day for studying. If it is the same time every day, it is a lot more beneficial. Once you get accustomed to that everyday routine, it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, you will find yourself drawn to your books at that specific time of the day, irrespective of whether you are motivated to study or not. Last but not the least, you should understand that it is humanly impossible to remain motivated all the time 24/7. Your interest level will not be the same on all days. Some days you feel driven and you are on fire. Some days your spirits are so low and studying is the least interesting activity. So accept the fact the motivation factor is not constant and it changes every day. Get rid of the belief that you will be able to study only when you are motivated. Whatever the circumstances may be, whatever your motivation levels are, start studying. Just do it. After all, everything is a habit. Even when you are feeling low and out, make an earnest effort to study. Bring out the excitement to study. You will realize in no time that you are on track and you will be able to focus on studying. That's all from me for the moment. Thank you for watching this video until the very end of the video. If you think this video is helpful, then comment, like, share with your friends and consider subscribing this channel and click the bell notification. See you next week.